This is Wiley from LearnToBarbecue.com. This week we have our first look at the Traeger Timberline Grill. This product might be the biggest rollout of a grill in the history of barbecue. Now some history on Traeger and how we got to this big announcement. Traeger developed their first grill in 1985, patented it in 1986, and began producing it in 1988. Due to holding the patent, they were the only manufacturer till 2006 when the patent expired. In 2007, a year after Traeger's patent expired, Joe Traeger sold the company, and within a few years there was at least a dozen manufacturers. Also, during the last 10 years, the pellet grill market has been the fastest growing segment of the barbecue market. A little over 2 years ago, Traeger hired Jeremy Andrus as CEO. Prior to joining Traeger, Andrus spent 8 years as headphone designer, marketer, and distributor of Skull Candy, most recently as president and CEO, where he was able to increase annual sales from less than $1 million to nearly $300 million, and establish the company as the preeminent lifestyle brand. He now plans on doing the same thing for Traeger. The Timberline is a major departure from the current Traeger product line. Traeger has pretty much been the Chevy or Ford of pellet grills. They were the market leader, but the products were priced more towards the entry marketplace for people that were learning how to use a grill or smoker for the first time. The more experienced barbecue users were buying high-end smokers from other vendors. Also, you did not see too many Traeger grills at barbecue competitions. The Timberline is Traeger's first unit that is positioned to address the high-end barbecue enthusiast. They are also putting a lot of effort to get these units into the top barbecue contests. The Timberline comes in two versions. There's the Timberline 850 grill and the Timberline 1300 grill. These units are pretty much the same, except one has a much larger cooking area than the other. So here are the specs for both units, and you can see, except for the grilling area, custom cook cycles, and concealed grease pan, they are identical. Now there is one other thing I found out. I did call Traeger to confirm the 850 did not have these two features, and it turns out the 850 does. So the only difference between the two is the grilling area. The pricing is $1,699.99 for the 850 and $1,999.99 for the 1300. The numbers 850 and 1300 represent the number of cooking square inches. The price difference between the two units is only $300, or about 15% of the sales price. But for that extra 15% in cost, you get an additional 35% grilling area. So unless you have a limited space to put your grill, the 1300 is a much better value, and for most should be a no-brainer. Now onto the pros and cons. The pros, I really like the way they designed the hood. One of the biggest complaints of most smokers, if you are trying to smoke a large turkey or beer can chicken, the food hits the top of the hood. Also, due to being so close to the hood, it radiates heat into the food and actually overcooks the top. The next pro is the app. It seems to be well designed and allows Traeger to compete with Green Mountain grills and even the new Weber iGrill 2 and iGrill 3. I actually believe if the other manufacturers do not incorporate this feature into their products, they will be left in the dust. And my last pro is Super Smoke. This is a great feature for one of the biggest complaints, especially in the barbecue contest arena, is that pellet smokers do not produce enough smoke. In barbecue competitions, the smoke ring might be the difference between first place and making it into the top 10. Traeger now has an advantage over the other pellet smokers with this feature. Now on to the cons. My first complaint is, why do companies think an app is a sales and marketing tool? I've already bought the grill, so please stop trying to sell me any more stuff. So Weber with their iGrill app is doing the same thing. My prediction is third-party apps will replace manufacturer apps if they keep pushing hard on the ads and the sales. One meat probe? You have 1,300 square inches of grilling area and only one probe. Why? The iGrill can handle 4 probes and it costs $99. This is kind of penny wise and pound foolish. You need at least 2 probes and better off to have 4 if you want a barbecue enthusiast to use your grill. The cutting board seems to be in the wrong place. Nobody wants to cut their meat next to a 250-degree smoker. What most barbecue enthusiasts want is a large shelf that can be folded down in front of the cooking area. If you are cooking a 15-pound brisket, you need enough area in front of the grill to hold a foil pan so you can properly handle a large piece of meat. In closing, there is no doubt the Timberline is going to be a success. Its shortcomings are easy to fix, and they have the marketing and technology needed to convert the younger generation that are just starting to appreciate outdoor cooking. Just add some more meat probes. So in closing, if you would like to see more What's New in Barbecue, then please subscribe. Each week we will discuss a new topic pertaining to the world of barbecue. See you next week.